Will Ruben Amorim be sacked soon? That's a question already being whispered among Manchester United fans just months into his tenure. The Red Devils have shown flashes of tactical innovation, but also worrying inconsistency, with performances oscillating between control and chaos. In a league that punishes fragility more ruthlessly than any other, supporters are already divided. Some see the early struggles as the pain of transition, others as a warning sign that his bold vision may never settle at Old Trafford. With defining fixtures on the horizon, the pressure on Amorim is real. Now, Amorim's methods have come under intense scrutiny, with critics suggesting that his tactical blueprint, the 3-for-3 shape honed at Sporting CP, may expose vulnerabilities in a Premier League environment defined by relentless transitions and physicality. At Sporting, Amorim's system thrived on structured pressing, compact lines, and wing-backs driving progression. In England, however, United's current squad lacks natural wing-backs and midfielders with the tactical discipline to cover wide areas when possession is lost. These structural issues raise doubts. Is the problem Amorim's idea itself? Or is it the squad's inability to execute? But regardless of how turbulent results become, will the club actually pull the trigger on the 39-year-old so early into his reign? Well, in this video, we're going to take a deep look into the reasons behind why we think the answer is no. But before we get into that, all the data and statistics used in this video are taken from FBref. So, head on over to their website now using the link in the description to check out their fantastic tools for yourself. Ruben Amorim's early months at Manchester United are already shaping up to be one of the most intriguing managerial experiments in recent memory. His tenure captures the tension between tactical philosophy, boardroom politics, and the unrelenting demands of fans who measure everything against the club's glorious past. On the pitch, results have been uneven. United looks structured in spells, but fragile when pressed high, or countered directly. This inconsistency has fed narratives of doubt, yet Amorim remains firmly in position. A reminder that his survival is less about the scoreboard today and more about the broader project that INEOS are determined to oversee. The first explanation lies in the philosophy of the club's new football leadership under INEOS, who are desperate to break United's decade-long addiction to short-term fixes. For years, managers have been hired and fired in cycles, with no coherent tactical identity taking root. Amorim represents a deliberate break from that cycle, a coach chosen for a clear footballing philosophy, a record of youth integration, and a track record of rebuilding institutions. Sacking him months into the job would not only contradict INEOS's rhetoric of patience, but also damage their credibility as reformers. Backing Amorim, therefore, is as much about protecting the new regime's image as it is about supporting the manager himself. The second explanation is Amorim's proven record at Sporting CP. He didn't just win the league there, he transformed the club's culture, turning raw academy players into leaders, stabilizing a fractured dressing room, and implementing a tactical structure that outperformed richer rivals. United, a club searching for both identity and competitiveness, see Amorim not as a firefighter, but as a builder. The board are gambling that those same qualities, culture building, long-term vision, and tactical innovation, can be transplanted to Old Trafford. It is this reputation that gives him more leeway than managers whose regimes leaned only on short-term results. The third factor is dressing room politics. Despite criticism in the media, senior players, including captain Bruno Fernandes, have openly backed Amorim's philosophy, stressing the importance of patience. Dressing rooms are sensitive ecosystems. If a coach loses the players, dismissal becomes inevitable, no matter the board's vision. The fact that Amorim retains the confidence of key figures buys him crucial time. Furthermore, many players recognize that a system, once adjusted and properly staffed, could elevate their own performances, particularly young talents who benefit from the trust and tactical clarity Amorim provides. Finally, there is the pragmatic reality of squad construction. Amorim's system requires a very specific profile of wingback, midfielders with elite stamina and tactical intelligence, and forwards disciplined in their defensive work. United's current squad, built under multiple managers with different philosophies, is far from tailored to these demands. The club hierarchy know this, and thus interpret current struggles less as managerial failure and more as teething problems in the adaptation process. Recruitment, particularly in the upcoming windows, will be the true test of whether the project can succeed. Yet, for all these protective factors, caution remains. The Premier League is unforgiving, tactical rigidity is punished, and transitions define games. Critics argue that Amorim must show greater flexibility, shifting between back three and back four structures, adapting pressing triggers to different opponents, and balancing philosophy with pragmatism. Without such evolution, even patient boards eventually lose faith. The league rewards adaptability more than ideology, and Amorim's ability to adjust will determine whether he thrives or becomes another chapter in United's cycle of failed experiments. Here lies the paradox. Amorim's survival is not primarily a reflection of strong results, but of institutional necessity. INEOS need him to succeed because failure would undermine the credibility of their entire project. But necessity alone does not guarantee longevity, only progress on the pitch can. Amorim's challenge is therefore twofold. He must embed his tactical philosophy, while simultaneously evolving it for the unique demands of English football. Should he succeed, he could lay the foundations for a genuine renaissance at Old Trafford. Should he fail, his dismissal will feel inevitable, not because INEOS want it, but because the realities of competition leave no room for indulgence. The analytical conclusion, then, is that Ruben Amorim's current position is less about comfort than it is about calculated risk. United are betting on time, patience, and structural reform, while the fans demand instant evidence of progress. This tension will define the coming months. Amorim's long-term reputation as a system builder suggests he has the qualities to endure. But in football, reputation must always translate into results. If he can recalibrate his vision to the Premier League's realities, he may yet succeed where others have failed. If not, the same cycle of dismissal and reset will inevitably return. So, there you have it, a look into why Manchester United are sticking with Ruben Amorim for now. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to let us know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.